Give me 1 second. Let me share. Send to them. Mm-hmm. Good evening, everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 26, 2023. Welcome to the Dani Perro Show here on Hamilton Radio. We are in our studio today. I am so excited and very thankful just to welcome these amazing musicians next to me. I have Miss Greystarr to the right of me and Miss Amy to the left. Thank you so much. I'm bad with my right and left. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
And I'm so glad to have both of you here because there's so much that I've spoken with you off air about, you guys, Kingston and Greystarr, and I'm here to talk to you guys, get a chance to talk more about your EP tonight. And I'm so interested in how you both met.
Wow, that's a good one.
So who wants to take that one away?
I think Kingston will start, and I'll chime in because I have a funny tidbit to add.
You do. I know what you're going to say. So as singers, we both met. I was playing with an artist called Punky Meadows. He was from a legendary glam rock band called Angel. He was doing a solo tour, and I was one of the backup singers. And then the singer at the time, Chandler Mogul, we needed to replace the second backup singer because the other singer was going on tour with someone else.
Yeah, with somebody else. Yep.
A wonderful Jesse Wagner was going on tour, I think, with Lenny Kravitz or someone wild. And Chandler's like, I know the perfect person. She's going to be so solid. You're going to love her. It's going to be amazing. And I'm like, okay, because the rehearsal was like literally a day and a half.
Oh, so
away.
like not that much time at all.
It was like 4 days away. I'm like, all right, cool. I really hope you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
And so then, yes, this one shows up.
But before I show up, I have to learn the songs.
Because
the show is in like 4 days.
Like 12
and
songs.
I don't even know what they're talking about. I was just asked to join this band. So first, learn who the band is. Second, get the songs and learn them. Kingston was so kind to record all of our vocal harmonies on her voice notes on her phone and send them to me. All throughout the night, she's recording and sending. So I learned.
She'll trying to keep you in the loop. That's awesome.
I learned all of the parts for every single song for the entire show from Kingston's voice memos before I even met her in person.
But the hilarious thing was, I was doing the voice memos at 12 o'clock at night. I live in Brooklyn. You're not supposed to make noise after a certain point in time.
There is a time restriction.
I'm like, okay, this is the next song. It's called The Tower. And you're going to be like, just a light from the tower. And then there's a bridge. And then, so she's hearing this weird Mary Poppins voice.
Whispering. It's like whispering, right? In all the tracks.
Yeah, but exactly. I didn't think anything of it, but when she told me afterwards, it was really funny, but it was just so helpful that she is helping this stranger. She didn't know me yet.
Yep.
She just wanted the show to be great, and she's going to help whoever this chick is coming in know the song. So when I arrived, I was totally prepared, thanks to Kingston, and we slayed it.
Who knew that whispering would actually help through a song?
It helped. It helped.
Awesome.
And I just heard her voice in my head for the rehearsal. I'm like, oh no, I do this part.
Just a light.
On the tower.
Yeah.
So where exactly, when you both had gotten a chance to meet, were you, Kingston, in the Punky Meadows band? Where did your name come from?
Kingston is my middle name.
Okay.
It's my mom's maiden name. It's my family name. So I have a really long English name with multiple names all stuck together.
I love that. That's so unique.
So many names. It's like Amy, Kingston. So when we decided to we were on tour with Punky Meadows, and it was very obvious that we as artists worked really well together. The audience really enjoyed seeing us perform together. We were very synchronized. We're like, I think we might want to make this actually a thing.
Okay.
When we come off tour.
Where it felt because you guys liked working together and vibing.
And the fans really took a liking to us as a duo.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could just feel that it was we
The
were
energy.
taking on a life of our own, really.
Yeah, it was really cool.
So not that we would ever outstage Punky Meadows.
How could you? He's so glorious.
He's so
It's
glorious.
amazing.
So we know for Kingston.
Yeah.
Now, what about you, Miss Greystarr? How did you get your name?
Well,
where did it come from?
Well, up until that one night in Vegas, we were still Amy and Barbara.
Okay.
And then we had a show. Do you remember the name of the venue?
All I remember is the zebra wallpaper in the dressing room.
Right.
Hey, that's in your bio.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
that's
it
where
literally
it all
was like
began.
wall to ceiling zebra.
It
in
was
Old
the
Vegas.
coolest. I want to say it was Bar and Billiards.
It was bar and billiards.
in
You're
Old
right.
Vegas, and we came off stage.
Oh, the
and-
old strip.
Yeah,
the
that's
old,
right.
Yeah, Old Vegas. So we came off stage, and at the time, Bob Pantella was the drummer of the band, and he's the drummer of Monster Magnet.
Okay.
And he's a really good friend of ours.
It's wonderful.
So after the show, we're all having some cocktails, and we're all relaxed because we just slayed. And we're talking about how like the fans really, they wanted to take pictures with us. It kind of became like a thing. And Bob just goes, "You girls need stage names. What are you doing?" Like he just like he's like, "You need
he threw
stage
it out
names."
on the fly. Okay.
Yeah. So we're like, okay, well, what are they? And we just start brainstorming and kicking things around. And Amy's like, well, one of my middle names is Kingston. That's kind of cool. And then Bob's like, yes, that's it. And then I always wear gray, like usually.
Okay.
I would be head to toe gray boots, gray this, gray that. And in our show, I always wear a star on my eye. So Bob just came up with it. He's like, Gray Star. And then he was like, 2 R's.
Yeah, 2
We're
R's.
like,
Which I love.
okay,
Yeah.
2 R's.
I really do like that though for your
So
name.
Bob Pantella from Monster Magnet named us.
Thanks, Bobby.
Thanks, Bobby.
And you're still that till this day.
We're still that to this day.
So how long have you been Kingston and Greystar in the industry?
About
7 years.
6, 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were Barbara and Amy in the beginning, and then you switched.
I don't think anyone cared what our names were in the beginning.
What we're called?
we
the
were
girls.
just,
Starting
we were just
out.
the girls.
We're called the girls. That's
Yeah.
normally what happens if people don't. They're like, oh, we'll get the girls.
Just
I'm
get
like,
the
"Oh."
girls. They'll do backup.
The backup
Yeah,
singers.
we're
Yeah.
always the girls, and
Yeah.
then we eventually had
Your
our own
names,
names.
and you
Actual
got to
names.
branch out and everything.
Yeah.
So within the opportunity of you both getting a chance to meet and actually, singing back up together and feeling the vibe for each other, did it kind of seem like outside of that, you both were kind of at home, like you were sisters, like you became best friends, like automatically, like it was just so easy to just hang out and it was fun to see each other all the time.
Yeah. I feel like we've never had an argument. Like we're generally
Would you though?
on the same
What would you argue
page.
about?
Exactly.
Just her saying she has water and you don't?
I know.
I mean, that's the only thing. That's
but
just
like sometimes artistic collaborations can sometimes be really fraught and really weird,
That
and
is
some
true.
like crazy stuff can happen. But the vision we have for our band and our brand is we've created something that is a full culmination of all the things that we love, and a lot of the things that we love and we dig overlap. So it's kind of like it was very easy to like build a universe and a musical
because it's both the things
sound.
you like that you want to
Yeah.
put
Exactly.
into
Yeah.
the songs and the band.
Yeah.
So for Kingston and Greystar, for anyone that's tuning in and they want an idea, what type of genre would you say that you are?
We are alternative pop rock. So this new EP, we're actually really excited because the
She
sound
has
has
gray nails. Oh wait, no, but I like the nails too.
Oh, she's talking about your nails.
Oh, sorry.
And the CD, but
And
your
the CD.
nails.
But
are
the
nice.
nails and the nails.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do
She
this.
has Gray Star Gray on her nails.
For the rest of the interview, I'm going to be doing this.
You're a hand model now.
Yeah, so it's great. It's definitely a culmination of the music genres we love. We both have a love of new wave. So there's some synthesizer glory and some electronic elements.
I hear that a
that
lot
flow
and
through
stop
it.
stalking me, Mope.
There you go. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We can't
Which
wait
we'll-
to talk about that.
Yep. But we have to talk about Blur first. But
But
we'll
we're
definitely talk
also, we're rooted in rock. We're rooted in 80s and 90s alternative music.
I hear a little
so-
punk too.
Oh yeah, there always has to be a little punk in there.
Yeah. So both of you are like the same genre. Like that's what you like. That's what you like to pursue. Do you have anything else that you try to push within the music that's different? That's like something that's not kind of today's type of vibe of music. Because I know it. It's like more of like generation. A lot of people like or certain like pop, rock. It's like your own different type of genre. So what do you feel like you pursue in your genre that just makes you iconic?
Ooh.
Oh,
So sorry,
that's
that wasn't on the notes.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Dani.
They're like, oh, you stumped us.
I think it's the combination of the sounds that we're we always say like, let's K&G it.
Yeah.
Like, let's put the K&G glitter on
Like
it.
a little vibe. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't know what exactly to call that. We just know what it is when we hear it.
We also we love singing together. We often have this thing that when we're singing together and harmonizing, people can't tell who's who. It's like this weird, like we
wish
both
that I
have
could have you do that tonight.
When we sing separately,
very distinctively
very
different voices.
When
Okay.
we sing something together, harmonize it, or
Like
we listen
blended?
back, I'm like, I
Like-
don't know if that's me or you
Yeah.
to know what to fix because I don't even know if I did that.
Yeah.
Oh, it might have been you versus
So
you.
I know,
when
it's really
people
interesting.
Listen, they're like, is that you doing that part or is that Kingston? I'm like, I don't know.
So we love creating those blends.
I like that.
Also
That's very iconic.
creates
Yeah.
that duo vibe with,
Yeah.
with super girl power. We love being women in the alternative and rock scene because there's not that.
Not that many.
There's
of
actually
us.
so many amazing musicians and female musicians, but
Yes.
but we're outnumbered. So we dig being in that.
Well, you have
in
to
that
put a
genre.
K&G vibe on it.
That's right.
You know, you
Yeah.
have to
Always.
portray yourself and push yourself.
Yeah.
And just do something different in the music scene because it makes you stand out.
For
It makes you
sure.
iconic. And that's the biggest thing. So, like I said, I'm really excited to have you guys here. We're going to be talking about your EP, Back to the Glitterverse.
Yes.
And I have to say, regardless of, Kingston and Greystar, the glitter is just so fun. No, seriously, because, well, I mean, glitter gets everywhere anyways.
It does.
But it's like, it's just so different in types of music where it's like, it makes me feel like when I get a chance to listen to this and, our listeners out there as well, we're being pushed to like a different outer space type of glitterverse where it's like, get on your helmet, let's go, let's go all the way up. And it's
it.
She
so
gets it. She gets
fun.
us.
And I love that so much because also, I think on your website, if I'm not mistaken, you guys like in a bathtub with balls?
Yeah.
Or
Disco
glitter
balls.
Okay.
Disco balls. We are. We're in the bath with disco
we did
balls.
a photo shoot that turned very interesting.
Yeah, it was great.
But it's so fun.
It was
But
really
it,
fun.
It shows you as an artist,
Yeah.
and how open and outrageous and extraordinary you can be as a musician, and where you kind of can just continuously go
with disco
versus
balls.
like never exactly in a bathtub. That might be a new song. You never know.
Disco balls in the bathtub. I love
That might be the next one. So I'm so curious to talk a little bit about Back to the Glitterverse.
Cool.
So where did a lot of this idea type come from both of you?
About the Glitterverse?
About the EP, about
The music.
making an EP. Like your newest EP release.
Right. Well, the newest EP was a long time in the making.
Yeah,
Okay.
We
Which
meant to
sometimes it
do it
does.
last year.
right.
Okay.
And then, I don't know if you know this, we also sing back up in a few other bands.
Okay.
So sometimes we get a little veered off schedule if a show pops up and we
Of course,
need to
you have
switch
to, like,
gears.
leave- Yep.
Yeah.
So we're in a band with Dee Dee Verney from Overkill. And it's a side project called Dee Dee Verney and the Cadillac Band. And it's like a big band swing orchestra vibe.
Wow.
Almost like a Brian Setzer orchestra
Yeah.
feeling. So that takes a lot of rehearsal
Yeah.
and
I'm
a lot
sure.
of learning. So we got a little veered off in a good way with that. And then
Staying busy is always
all
good.
of a sudden, like a year goes by. We're like, we
We're like,
haven't
we
done
really
our
need to do our
yet.
EP.
We
yeah.
didn't do our EP yet, yes.
But during that whole time, the ideas are percolating and we're talking about it. And, when it's time to do it, you already kind of have the whole thing kind of in your head. You just have to like schedule it and get it out of your brain and
Yeah.
into the world.
And
And-
yeah, some of these songs were written a while ago, but I think it was really cool that they came out now together because we had been performing and creating enough as a duo and also as a band with a couple of key people in our band that our music really had taken on its own personality. Some of these songs we had, just a couple of them, we'd played live a bunch. One of them, I think the first song you're going to play actually, was developed from jamming. And then we're like, let's try this live. And we're like, oh my
Oh.
God, this is really great. So if we hadn't had that little runway where we were just trying it out and working.
It was like a teaser.
And certain people and musicians came into our lives that were perfect, like Percy at the
Percy,
time and Rob at the time. Like it created this right
collaborations
pool
came.
of people.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
if we had rushed and recorded it when we wanted to, we wouldn't have had what we have now.
Well,
Yeah.
the universe seems like they'd given you the opportunity to do it a year later.
Yeah.
Right.
For some reason. Also, there could have been issues, regardless of you being busy, but there could have been issues with, like, you know, certain type of, like, financial wise or dealing with anything with, like, you know, stock wise, anything.
Right,
So
yeah,
any of that could have affected it too
Yeah,
in the long run.
that's
But it
true.
seems like it was meant to happen mid this year, correct?
Good timing.
Yeah, it just came out last week.
And it came
Last
out last
week,
week.
yeah.
What day did it come out?
Friday.
It came out on the 22nd.
It
Oh,
just
yeah,
came
today's the
out. It
22nd.
just came out on
No,
Friday.
Wait. Oh, Lord.
Today's only Tuesday.
What day is it today?
Today's Tuesday, September 26th.
Great. It came out on the 22nd. Did
She
you
had to
watch my
backtrack.
eyes glazed for a moment? I'm like, it came out
Like
on
backtracking.
5, 4, 3, 2, so 22nd. Not that we haven't been writing that date for 8,000 times on social media.
No, of
Yeah.
course you have to promote it that way. So
Yeah.
tell me a little bit behind Blur, this song that's on your EP. So what number is it on the EP?
So it's number 1.
Okay.
It's called Song 2, though. This
Okay.
is the majority of this EP are originals. This happens to be our cover
Okay.
of a song that we love. This song so much, and this is the one we're talking about that we were doing a gig with our band, and we're like, we love this song, and our drummer Rob started playing a groove that is the polar opposite of what the original Blur's version is.
Okay.
It's half time, it's broken down, it's sexy, and we're like, whoa, what's going on? And then our guitar player Derek started playing a riff, and then Keith joined in the bass, and we're like, this is like really
Really
cool. And
Yeah.
then we started playing it, and it developed and developed.
So we K&G'd it.
We
made
K&G'd
it
it,
yours.
and then our amazing keyboard player Percy Tryanov is an
He's like a human
he's
vampire
a
walking
human
amongst us.
vampire synth genius.
Oh.
We
So
love him.
we sent him the basics of it, and he's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do this.
He knew like exactly what to
Sent
do.
knew
us
what
some
to do.
Awesome synths, and then Rob, our drummer who also produced with us, was like, okay, I'm gonna add this. And then we're like, I know, because it needs to sound like blah. And he's like, okay. And it just developed and turned into
So
its own
the cover
thing.
that you did, who's the original artist?
Blur.
Oh, Blur is
So the
cover.
song is called
Gotcha.
Song 2.
Got you. Okay. I thought it was called Blur.
Yeah.
That's what I was just making sure.
Blur actually put it out as a joke at the time. It's not like the rest of their music at all. It was just like suddenly like this like punk rock, hard rock thing where Blur is more Britpop.
Okay.
And then we just took it and completely changed it.
So we're gonna give them a taste of what K&G is. Cool. So we're gonna play song 2. As soon as he gets it situated. Okay.
He's nodding.
Enjoy.
And we will be right back to the Dani Perro Show, guys. Tune in.
I got my head checked. I have John Bojan. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. When I feel heavy metal, and I'm concerned I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please let me try. Yeah. 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 I got my head done when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I'm concerned I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please let me try. shine.
All right, guys, we are back to the Dani Perro Show. We had recently just heard an amazing cover from Kingston and Greystarr, Song 2 by Blur. And you just get an idea of the certain type of swing in the music that they put, whether it's their vocals, the certain type of riffs, just to make it yours. And as a musician, that's probably the most, I want to say the fun part, because you can break down any song that you like and just change it up a little tiny bit to put the K and G flair to it, and it's yours. And it just makes you feel so great. Now, do you also get an opportunity to play this song these covers when you do perform together?
Yeah.
You like to?
This Song 2 kind of brings the house down.
It's really funny the minute
really
people
sounds like it.
realize what it is, everyone's head's like,
Yeah.
It's like a mosh pit opens.
yeah, totally.
It's really fun.
So do you open with that sometimes, or do you just throw it in the mix?
We're going to
depending on the
close with it.
Oh,
Pleased to meet ya. Mic drop.
that's awesome.
Bye.
Do you do an encore for it, or just sometimes the last set?
I think
Or,
this
the
time it will
last.
be the last song, and then we'll probably do an encore after that.
Yeah, because you have to make sure you do encores within regardless.
Absolutely. That's right,
100%, definitely.
We have a funny encore story.
Oh, please tell me.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Ruben.
Hi, Ruben. We were opening for Tiffany
Okay.
at Debonair Music Hall, and we had our set timed perfectly, and we had to stop at a certain time because she was coming on next and needed to switch out the stage, all the things. So we're on our last song, and the crowd's loving it, and we say thank you, good night, and I turn around to walk off stage, and Tiffany peeks her head out, and she goes, do another one. But I know that we're not supposed to because it was so strict. They were you have to be off by this time. So I went to the mic. I was like, Tiffany said we should do another song.
So
And
you
then the sound guy was like, go ahead.
Okay.
But I blamed it on Tiffany.
Well, if
I was
Tiffany
Tiffany said
Well,
we should
Tiffany said it. That kind of
Tiffany
means that it's
says,
more iconic than
we
you
kind
think.
of have to just do
I mean, that's
it.
awesome, though. You got a
That's
chance to work with her,
great
too,
memory.
right?
Yeah, she loved our set.
And
Like,
she's
she-
wonderful.
She's fantastic.
so good.
I know her
She's
music
a
from growing
rocker.
up.
She's
Yeah.
a rocker.
Oh man.
Her new album is we kept saying it's like Alice in Chains meets
It's
Tiffany.
heavy
Wow.
and with that her amazing voice is so wild.
She was fantastic. I mean, she is fantastic. We
Yeah.
love her so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
love
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Who else did you guys get a chance to work with in the industry? Being K&G.
Being K&G. That's the
Ooh,
name
that's
of
like
our
our
new book.
reality series.
Being K&G.
You could start that series.
Glitzer, 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 glitzer.
This is
Oh,
the
like,
first
she's like- here's
episode
like,
of
here's
Being,
my-
on the next episode of Being K&G.
Start with a radio interview. You're welcome. What do you feel like the opportunity that you get a chance to open for some of these musicians?
We opened for Flock of Seagulls, which was really, really epic. And
It was
it's those
definitely one of the best nights of our lives.
seriously, they amazing. Again, just such a stunning band. Oh my gosh, I can't my heart started beating faster when I said it. I'm like, Flock of Seagulls.
They're just legends.
They're legends.
Legends.
They're really amazing. Can I tell them a Seagulls thing? that happened?
Yes, please.
So our set, we do a combination. We do our original stuff, and then we do our K&G-ized covers as well.
Okay.
So we arrived at the venue, and in comes
Mike Score.
Mike Score from Flock of Seagulls, legendary man. And I'm like, hi. Like, trying to be really cool.
And what
we're all
happened?
trying to be really cool. Well,
Did he say hi back?
yeah, we were having a chat because he's from Liverpool and he's very down to earth and lovely, and we're all chatting with Mike, and he's like, well, what are some of the things that you have in your set? And we're like, well, we normally do Iran, which is their most iconic song ever.
Oh, okay.
We're like, but we took it out. It's okay. And he goes, oh, that's a pity. We could have had an Iran off. And I'm like, my life was just made.
It was the best.
We were
thing
like looking at
ever.
each other like, did that just happen? Did he just say Iran off? We could have had an Iran off.
Was there any way you could change it or no? Because that was already done.
No, we would
I think the
never.
crowd would have pelted us
The
with
crowd would have
tomatoes.
disowned us.
Disowned us. Would have been bad.
Oh, that's
No one can do that song but them.
No. That's true.
But we do normally do it in our set. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not opening for that.
No, that's right.
So speaking about currently, we have another event going on for you guys. I believe we have your release party
Yeah.
for your album,
Yeah.
Back to the Glitterverse.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit about that as well, getting an idea of what it kind of feels like. But we didn't talk about where did the Glitterverse come from?
Oh.
That's good too. You've got the good ones, Dani Perro.
Just appeared one day. It just came.
Was
through
it the star on her
clouds.
face? Do you wear glitter when you do makeup? Do both of you?
Yes.
Do we wear glitter?
Okay.
Dani?
So that's pretty much the reason why it
We
happened.
do. We wear glitter.
Because glitter is probably everywhere, right? So it felt like an explosion.
Kind of, yes. But also, we kind of created a world that, like, we as performers live in, as well as our music. And then our fans kind of come along for the ride. So we just felt like we needed to call this thing something.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if it was you or
Blast
me that
off.
thought of it.
It was
Probably at the same time.
probably because that normally happens when we text each other. Often we're texting each other the same idea at the same time. Happens a lot, and then we just send a
I mean, you're on the
brain.
both wavelengths,
We send
which is
a
great.
brain emoji and a glitter emoji. We're like, oh, boop, there it is again. Don't really have to talk to you, actually. It's just going to happen.
So then that definitely makes a lot of sense for, wouldn't be Brainiverse, it'd be more Glitterverse.
It's glitterverse. Also, the thing is, we have very similar in terms of art and culture and pop culture. There are things that created the stage personas of Kingston and Greystar. They're kind of almost like our alter ego or our real egos. Maybe
Well,
is a better idea. So
Let's
It's like Shira meets Gem and the Holograms.
yeah, meets just all the things that glitter and glow.
yeah.
And that kind of created a universe that we live in, and we can wear cat suits whenever we want
And
to.
our microphone stands are unicorns.
Literally.
Oh my God, that's so
Unicorn
black-
heads.
Black unicorns with glitter faces.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. I love that. So let's talk a little bit about what are your inspirations for your music, the type that you love, and
Yeah.
your inspirations. I kind of want to see what your flair both at.
That's actually
Sure, you're both
really-
gonna say the same thing.
No,
Well,
we have a little bit of.
Different?
I bring more of a rock thing to the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I love. Like I grew up with like Madonna and Pat Benatar and Rat and Poison and Skid Row, and I'm like a Jersey rocker girl.
Okay.
Not to say I didn't love new wave also, but Amy, being from England, has more of the new wave flair
Yeah.
built into her DNA.
Yeah.
So like,
That's a beautiful way to say it.
but that's why when we combine them together, that's what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why it works so well.
Yeah,
Like
it's
they
really
complement each
interesting.
other.
And what are your inspirations?
Yeah.
Sorry, I
So
totally said
Of the
yours
new
by
wave
accident.
ones.
But you can expand on it.
yeah, so I've got that new wave, that Human League moment of the Annie Lennoxes of the world, but also British alternative music, the Radiohead movement was super important to me. I'm obsessed with the Pixies,
Okay.
so that's where that like little edge of punk and just weirdness, glorious weirdness and aggression, so that when we mix everything up together you
In a
get this
potion.
really
In our
in a
glitterverse
glitter
potion.
yeah.
In the cauldron.
And we just that's what we
Get
get.
a little witchy here.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I love that. I think that's amazing, especially both of the certain type of genres that you bring together to create Kingston and Greystar, and kind of to where you are. What do you feel like would you want to be the next thing for you? Versus you having this EP and the release party.
Right.
What do you feel like is the next step that you both want to achieve in the industry?
Well, we definitely want to put out a vinyl of this. We
Okay.
haven't had a vinyl release yet.
Yeah.
We definitely want to have more shows on the books. We definitely want to have a cartoon.
A cartoon?
Because
Wait, no,
because
seriously,
just
tell me
we
about
do.
this. Wait, that's so cute. I love that idea so much.
Yeah.
Greystar's
But-
Anyone-
written it already.
anybody watching or listening, if you know anyone who is an animator,
We just need the animator because Greystar's
we
written
already have it
already.
written
my
and
God, it's
designed in
ready
our
to go.
heads. We just don't know how to animate.
What
Yes.
exactly is your animation?
Well, it's very just imagine if we were She-Ra and we did live in that universe, except we're like alternative rock musicians. So we live in the Glitterverse and we live in a castle on a cloud.
Oh my god, I love that.
But it's a rock castle on a cloud.
Yeah.
There-
We ride our unicorns everywhere.
Yeah, you can't get off the cloud unless you're on your unicorns. So like only cool people who have unicorns can go onto our cloud.
So this animation sounds absolutely amazing, and I really hope we have somebody that will contact us later down the line to help you
heard it
pursue this
here
dream
first.
because
Yes,
I'm
please.
dying to watch it
Yeah.
when it happens. I think that's amazing. So we have 2 more songs as well from Back to the Glitterverse. We have Love Bomb and Stop Stalking Me, Moby.
Awesome.
Which one did you guys want to play next?
Oh, it's up to you.
It's up to you.
You're kind of feeling the love bomb.
think we're
Okay,
feeling
so
the
I
Love
really
Bomb.
love the Love Bomb because it's
I love
it's
this.
love.
I really love the Love Bomb. This is the new name.
It's
the
all
Love
about
Bomb. We're gonna
love.
play the Love Bomb now.
So talk to me a little bit about the Love Bomb.
I love that so much.
It's a little play on words.
The bomb of
The
love.
Bomb of Love.
The love bomb is actually an anti-love song.
It is.
Okay. Well, to me, it still felt a little bit lovely.
It's a girl.
I mean,
it's
we
a girl
love
power.
it.
We love it.
the song, but it's kind of like a girl power anti-love song because we're saying like, no, thank you.
Yeah. Please
Please don't
stop
do
right there. We appreciate it, but we don't need that.
That leads into
Thank
the
you
next
very
song, I'm
much.
sure.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what's really interesting about that song, actually, it was written with Rob, our Rob Liano. When I say it, no one knows what his name is. Can you say it, please?
Liano.
Thank you. It was written with Rob, and it actually was a completely different song when it started. It was like a full-on 80s rock song. Full on. Everything was recorded. All the instrumentation was done. And we kept trying to write it in terms of lyrics. And it
To
just...
change it?
No, we kept trying.
just
Literally,
wasn't
we couldn't write it.
jiving.
It wasn't driving. And we had the concept of it being all about like, oh, hey, we see someone cute and we're like, hey, we're over here. And it just wasn't working. And then we suddenly were like, what if we flip it on its back and take it from the other side and see what happens if we're actually saying, hey, actually, we don't want you to. Thank you very much.
That's the way that it went.
yeah.
And
thanks,
then we
but
were
no
like,
thanks.
yes,
Yes.
that's more us.
Yeah.
And then one day I was at home, and Rob, who's my partner, he was in our studio and he was doing something in there with a beat. And I remember like being like, what is that? What is that? I actually was hoovering at the time randomly.
Which we call vacuuming.
Sorry.
was like,
Vacuuming.
what is
I was
hoovering?
using
I was about to ask
a
if that's
vacuum
I'm the
cleaner.
translator. I'm the Kingston
Yeah.
translator.
She's like, vacuuming.
I thought it was
Liano.
something
Adidas.
to do
Adidas.
with a horse.
Adidas. No. Oh, sorry. I was riding my unicorn in the unicorn stable at the time, and I heard this really interesting beat coming out of our studio. And I dropped my unicorn and walked into the studio, and I'm like, babe, what is that? And he's like, oh, I was just playing around with a remix for Love Bomb. And I'm like, I think that is the song Love Bomb. Please hold. I need to call Greystarr right now. So I'm like, hi. So something just happened. And,
They played it for me,
And you're
like
like,
over the phone.
yeah.
I was like, yes,
You're like, yes,
that's
of course
it.
It's the way that you wanted it.
And
Yeah.
then once that happened, the rest of the lyrics flowed,
Wrote it.
everything flowed, and it worked. Makes sense. It's 'cause
All
we
right,
brought
guys.
The sass.
Yeah.
I
Not
think
sassy.
we're ready to show them Love Bomb.
Bring on the sass.
Bring on the love bomb.
All right, guys, everyone tuning in. This is Love Bomb by Kingston and Greystarr, and we'll be right back to the Dani Perro Show. Enjoy.
You can try, but nothing's changed, and I don't wanna talk about it anyway. It's hard to be in love when it's so one-sided. I know you mourn when we're apart, and I don't mean to break your brittle heart, but when you won't just let me be, that's when I go crazy. I know you want me. I'm not so easy. You're coming on too strong.
Don't hit me with your love bomb.
with your love bomb. Don't hit me. Love bomb. Don't hit me. I'm stressed, you're obsessed. 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 I know you want me. You're not so easy. You're coming on too strong. Don't hit me with your love bomb. Don't hit me. Love bomb. Don't hit me.
It won't even sound the same. All right, guys, we are back to the Dani Perro show here, and we previously just listened to Love Bomb by Kingston and Greystarr. And I just wanted to say we were talking a little bit off air currently about you guys rehearsing this song and how you guys wanted to decide who does that part. What part do you do? So do you want to take it?
So we were mostly done with recording Love Bomb, and I said, you know, Kingston, I feel like you just need to do Don't Hit Me with Your Love Bomb, with your accent, without me, because it's so much more epic.
And very iconic.
And so we went that route, and now I just think it just totally makes the song. I mean,
It's because English accents can be quite disdainful.
They just, okay, look, people
It's just
like
no,
me.
thank you. No, thank you.
don't
No.
hit me with your love bomb.
People with that type of accent is like the music that I like to listen to, though. So I will listen to you guys, and it's not also just because of that. It's also because you guys are fun, you know, and you have a great vibe out there, music-wise. You're putting.
But then Grace,
But
that
the
comes in with
accent
la la.
helps.
It does for disdain. It helps with disdain. But then Greystarr comes in with the la 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 love, and it's perfect. It's a good combination.
It's amazing. I love it so much. It's really amazing. Really great for both of you. So, for everyone that's tuning in, we are talking about Kingston and Greystarr, and we currently are going to be talking about their new album release party that is happening at
Debonair Music Hall, Teaneck, New Jersey, October 13th, 2023.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Magical day.
And what time do you guys go on?
That's a good question.
We don't know yet.
Or what time is the event?
The doors open at 7.
Okay.
We're opening for a fantastic band called Strangelove. They are a Depeche Mode tribute band. One of the best, possibly the best. They are amazing in the world.
They tour the world, and
Spectacular.
they're friends of ours as well.
Yeah.
They're great guys, and they look and sound and perform just like Depeche Mode. They're
Stunning.
ridiculously perfect.
Yeah, so cool.
So we are a good match for them as openers because it's the same kind of genre.
We actually
vibe.
have the other cover on our EP is a Depeche Mode song that features Daniel Ash from Bauhaus and Love and Rockets, and
What song is that?
it's called
It's
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's the final
She was
song.
singing. I'm sorry.
It's song
Continue.
five.
Because it's like it literally makes me go every time. I'm like, oh my god, it's Daniel! It's so fucking cool, friggin' cool! Look, I made it through almost
man,
the
so
whole
close.
show.
I
So
didn't hear
the
anything.
whole show. I didn't say anything. I said love bomb. I didn't say anything. Whole show.
I knew it was too good to be true.
I know.
She did really well.
I
It's
so
tried
close.
so
She's
hard.
okay. It's-
So
It went
hard.
over everyone's head. Nobody knows why.
Okay, good.
It's great.
So where can people get tickets? Can you get tickets on the door? Can you purchase them online?
I believe they are purchasable at debonairmusichall.com. They want you to get them in advance because I feel like it sold out last time.
It did.
Yeah.
Also on our website, kingstonandgreystarr.com, on the live show page, you can get the tickets there.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
There's also a link in our Instagram bio that can just quick link
you
you,
can
to
click
everything.
on it and then just purchase.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to be doing your album.
Yeah.
Gonna be
We'll be
basically
doing this
the
EP and our first EP.
Yeah.
So I have
together.
to listen to the first EP.
You do.
I didn't get a chance to. I've been listening to this one that I absolutely really love.
That
though.
one is called Covered in Glitter
Oh, well, it's
because
still
it's-
glitter.
because it's cover songs.
Yes.
But it's K and G'd.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got you.
We're
Okay.
covered You're covered in glitter.
Covered in glitter, and now we're all going to be on a glitter
Now
ship
we're going back
into
to the
Glitterverse.
Glitterverse.
Going back to the glitterverse.
I love that. That's amazing. So we talked about the majority of three or four songs, I believe. We have one more song currently we're going to be excited to talk about, and we'll close the show with as well. But it is called "Stop Stalking Me, Moby." Now I was told there's a story behind this.
Sure is.
So the amazing writer that we co-wrote, she was the lead writer on Stop Stalking Me, Moby. It was her song that she wrote a number of years ago now.
I want to say a decade ago.
Yeah, her name is Colette
McClafferty.
I can't say her last
Say her last name.
word. McClafferty.
Yes, beautiful.
Yes. Thank you. Glorious Colette. She's amazing. This is actually like a true story. It's an ode to a time period in Manhattan on the Lower East Side. Think mid 2000s. She always says it was the MySpace and Craigslist era
Okay.
of New York City.
Oh my goodness, we're definitely going throwback.
She's an amazing musician, and she lived on the Lower East Side, as did Moby. Take it away.
The
Grace
artist
Star.
Moby.
The artist Moby.
So Colette would, as she's, traipsing around town, literally everywhere she went, there's Moby. She's at the supermarket. There he is. She's at Arlene's grocery for karaoke night. There's Moby. She's at the Pink Pony. Oh, there's Moby. Oh, Moby owns a tea shop. Let me go get a tea. Oh, there he is. Just everywhere she went, it became comical to the point where it was like ridiculous. And so she wrote a song about it kind of as a joke, but then it came out so cool that I literally listened to the song like for a decade for my drive home from gigs. And when it came time to choose what songs were going to go on this, I was like, hi, can we do a version of Moby on our album because I love it so much. And then we added a verse and we kind of K&G'd it and made it our vibe.
Yeah.
And it just came out so cool. And it's kind of like a love letter to Moby and that time period of New York City that, I mean, everybody knows Lower East Side isn't like that anymore. So it's kind of like a snapshot in time of this really, really cool era.
Was she
that
ever
certain
a
people lived
little
through.
bit kind of embarrassed with seeing him too?
Oh, I'm
Or was it
sure.
more-
I'm sure she was like, oh my God.
She's like, oh my God.
why?
Like, where do I go? Like, how's this keep
Hi.
happening?
I
Because-
promise I'm not stalking you.
Because he probably thought, like, this girl's following me around. Because, they're both probably like, I can't. Or,
Like, I don't know what's
maybe
going
he
on.
didn't notice. I don't know. We don't know. That's what's funny about it. But it's definitely a nod to Moby and how cool he is and how he just kind of like he ran the Lower East Side. Like, he was just like it. He was the it guy of the Lower East Side. So that's what the song is essentially about.
When we started talking about it on social media, we did a lot of like, did you have any Moby sightings? Who has Moby sightings? Everyone was like, oh yeah, he used to walk the dog down my block. Oh yeah, I used to see him in Nature's Food Patch. Oh yeah, like it's actually
It's
a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
actually a thing.
Yeah, where Moby was everywhere.
Everywhere.
Moby was everywhere.
Yeah.
Was he? I'm sure he wasn't the same Moby. It was probably whoever knew him.
No.
Moby.
It's,
Or is it the
It's
same?
Moby.
it's Moby. He literally,
artist.
it was Moby.
Oh, the musician.
The musician. This song is literally about the musician Moby. And
I
his
just thought it was a
glorious
random person named Moby.
No, it's the Moby.
actual Moby, like people
Actual
would see
Moby.
him everywhere. He was such a resident. He really loved the Lower East Side. Like he was really in the culture of the Lower East Side. He'd come and play with friends of his who had bands. He'd pop up and do random things, and he was just
And just be around everywhere.
amazing. Actually, once when we were in production with it, it was so funny. Do you remember when I was on the subway and suddenly I'm like, oh my God, I'm sitting across from Moby. I thought Moby had come onto my subway car, and it was a whole like 20-minute conversation. And you're like, well, check
the
this,
tattoo,
this.
check the
and suddenly,
tattoo.
you're like, check the tattoo. And he turned around and he didn't have a tattoo. And I'm like, it's not Moby. I've been stalking non-Moby.
That's a good play on words for the song promotion.
So bummed.
Non-Moby.
I was definitely going to say, so with this song, because currently we have, the album, the EP release as well, we have a music video in the works, or currently coming out this Friday.
Yes,
So
very exciting.
What are you putting in this music video besides the nice techno, fun vibe, color
Besides Moby.
teaser you have? And besides Moby.
We definitely wanted to capture the flavor of the song, but also the flavor of the Lower East Side at that point in time. there was a lot of color to it. There was a lot of grunge to it. There was a lot of edge to it. So we kind of creating a vibe and a feeling that goes along with the vibe and the feeling of that moment in time.
So to me, seeing the teaser that's on Instagram or
Yes,
Facebook maybe,
Instagram.
or
Both
is it
actually.
on your website?
It's on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. Seeing it, it was like a pop of flavor back to black and white.
Some of it's like lots of stuff. So much.
Well, yeah, but it's
Yes.
just a teaser,
also,
like what
like
you put
keep
out.
your eyes peeled for Moby in it. Just saying.
Yeah.
He pops up.
Did you actually get him to be a part of it, or is it somebody that's pretending?
You'll see.
It's actual
telling you.
Moby
It's actual
images
Moby.
of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
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 But I think it's still fun that you came up with a concept for this. But I'm so curious as to the certain type of era that you pulled for this song and everything. What else will you see in this music video? Was it taken in New York? Was it taken is it different vibe it takes you through, certain type of scenery?
You will feel like
Besides
you're
both
in
of
New
you.
York.
Okay.
It was not shot there, but you will feel like you are. And the inspo for it was a combination of things. I'll let you do your favorite description, but
Thanks so much.
the one inspo
She wants
for
to talk
it,
so badly.
well, because I know what she's going to say.
She rolled her eyes already.
I
She's
know.
like,
I already know what she's going to say, but I would like to say that the inspo for it was, do you remember the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Yes.
When they are on the Wonkatania going through the tunnel,
the chocolate
and they
tunnel.
start seeing all these projections on the walls, and it's like a snake, and then it's like another weird thing, and then it's like Slugworth, and everyone's like, ah, and it's like projections of just
Different
quick,
things. Yeah.
quick things. That was our inspiration for all the projection that's going on behind us.
Did you have to watch Willy Wonka to remember that?
No,
just
we
you
know
know
Willy
it by
Wonka
heart.
inside and out.
We
It's our
quote
favorite
each
movie.
other Willy
Yeah.
Wonka every day.
It's an inspo in our daily lives.
I love that.
Everything is.
The other inspo was, and I'm rolling my eyes only because we'll tell you
Greystarr
after.
has heard this 5,000 times now, and she's like, "Please stop."
And it's on the radio.
Please
so
stop
she's
talking
paranoid.
about Boy George.
Okay, I went to see Boy George in concert. I went to see Culture Club, and he changed my life because shut up. Because he was absolutely spectacular. Like, he
Okay.
really, really was. Even how he treated his musicians, how it was just like this one big musical group and love fest. It was really wonderful. So he had this amazing song. It's actually his newest single, Culture Club's newest single, called The Next Thing Will Be Amazing. And the video is this amazing homage to London and the London club scene and the London house scene. And how it was created was all of these different, it's not literal, it's very symbolic, and it's all of these like phrases, images,
So
all from
visual.
his visual, both from London and also from his career and Culture Club's history. So it just became this one big vision and vibe. So we're like, okay, so what if we mixed Boy George with Wonkatania? A lot of the footage you'll see, we actually had projections on us. So it wasn't just superimposed. We had moments where we had a projector shining in our faces. So we're like completely surrounded by the imagery. So we put those together and stirred it up, and then that's what happened.
So I'm still a little curious as to Boy George.
Yes.
So you
He's
had like the inspiration because he's amazing and you love him.
I know.
But do you feel like the inspiration of him doing the visionary kind of with the Wonkatania, what is it?
Wonkatania.
Got it.
Wonkatania, certain type of thing is a little bit kind of similar, but something different.
Both things are definitely different. Like we often think in even musically, we think in visuals or moments. Like we'll be like, we need this to be like Blade Runner, or we need this to be like
Labyrinth.
Like
Wow,
we
you go like
think
that
in
far.
visuals,
I love
yeah.
that though, because that just helps you decide as to where you want to go next, whether it's your clothing, like the outfits, interior and everything, or the certain type of theme
That's
or
right.
set that you're going with, especially if you go through Labyrinth. I mean, that's a little bit way out of the box. You need a maze right there so you can just find each other.
Yeah.
Sing through the maze.
Yeah.
No, but that's awesome. I actually never heard of like kind of like inspiration like that before, where you kind of, or Willy Wonka as an inspiration.
happens
But
a lot
I
with
mean,
us.
it just, it makes you unique, right? And it makes you like, nobody's going to try to take KNG away. You know, nobody's going to mess up with Kingston and Greystar. And it's more of always saying your name too, because I mean, it's your name. It's the way you want to promote yourself and portray yourself as a musician. So putting that out there and getting the opportunity to kind of have your fans, followers, and friends get an idea of what you like, what you're portraying and doing is just fun for all of you, because we're all on the Glitterverse ride. You know what I mean? Like, it's all just, we're all going up.
Yeah. You get it. We love
Yes,
it.
exactly.
So we currently have one more song that I'm so excited to hear, honestly, because, well, it's not even that I'm excited to hear. I've heard it so many times, but I need you guys to hear it, because Stop Stalking Me, Moby will probably be, I'm not even going to say the number one hit. It'll be more of like stuck in your head after tonight's show. And for instance, you might have to then purchase the Glitterverse, Back to the Glitterverse album, EP on their website. So before we play Stop Stalking Me, Moby, can I get where your social media is, where people can find you?
Yeah.
Sure. Everything is Kingston and AND Greystarr, GREYSTARR.
And is it
Instagram, Twitter. Oh, we have a Twitter now. That's new.
Just
but it's called Glitterverse 911
okay? Well, at least you're in Glitterverse.
because it's an emergency Glitterverse line.
911, what's your glitter emergency?
And our Facebook is Kingston and Greystarr.
And is it AND for and, or is it that symbol thing?
For Instagram, it is AND
AND.
because they don't let us have an ampersand.
But for Facebook,
Just, if you search Kingston ampersand Greystarr, you'll find us.
yes,
Yeah.
that's how I found you.
Yeah.
I think I kept typing and I was like, I can't find them. Where the heck are they? They said they were on Facebook.
Yeah, it's the and symbol.
But yes, I'm really excited for everyone that's tuning in to hear Stop Stalking Me, Moby. So again, we are going to play Stop Stalking Me, Moby. We will come back to the show. We'll do our closings with these amazing musicians and people here. We're going to talk a little bit as well about the event again for anyone else that was tuning in. They didn't get a chance to find out where it was located in Teaneck. But we'll be right back to the Dani Perro Show. Before we end, please listen to Stop Stalking Me, Moby. We'll be right back.
Well, they say you're the baller of the Lower East Side, but you gotta stop stalking me, Moby. You're the man, king of techno. You're so super
Not yet. Okay, we are back, guys. We just wanted to make sure you guys got the opportunity to hear that amazing, amazing song, Stop Stalking Me, Moby. And also, make sure you stay tuned on Kingston and Greystar's social media this week. I believe on Friday we are having a release for the music video for Stop Stalking Me, Moby. So we're all really excited for that. You know what also crazy would be if you had a release for animation when we can get that in the works too.
Oh yeah, we need
Because that
to,
would be really big.
That would be so fun.
I was just thinking about that with the music video, but I was like, that's something different. Or a certain type. What is your logo, actually? Is it both of you in the Glitterverse?
It's a star. It's called a star bolt. It's this.
Starbolt.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
your logo. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. I like that.
I'm
Okay.
the star and she's the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Got you. Well, Star and Kingston. Oh, Bolt.
Just because
Bolt,
I
Kingston.
like bolts.
She likes bolts.
What are you, appliance person?
No, I like lightning.
You like it on fire.
I do.
She is lightning.
Actually, my homage to David Bowie. I'm obsessed with David Bowie. And
Okay,
so
I
it's
could
an
definitely
homage
see
to-
that.
to
That's
him.
definitely,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Shout out to him.
Yes.
But I just wanted to say that everybody tuned in. I had an amazing opportunity meeting both of you. Now we also have your album release EP as well. You opening up for Strange Love.
Yeah.
And where can people purchase tickets again for that?
On our website, kingstonandgreystarr.com, or linked to our social media. You'll see it splashed all over the place.
You guys could just purchase the tickets, and then I guess timing will be. Well, you said doors are 6
Doors are 7, so
or 7.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Doors are normally 7-ish. We'll just tune into our social media as soon as we know the
You'll just keep us
structure
updated.
of the night. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I've loved having both of you. I really welcome. Thank you so much for being on my show, both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I love being part of the Glitterverse and the opportunity to promote you on the show tonight. We're really excited to play you here on Hamilton Radio as well. You know, with the opportunity, you guys gave me an EP, so we're gonna get that soon on Hamilton Radio, and Doc G will be thrilled and excited to play that as well.
Thank you.
And we just appreciate the opportunity for you allowing me to interview you. You guys are skyrocketing, doing so much, and I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you, Dani.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Dani.
having us.
Thank you all so much. Make sure you guys tune into the Dani Perro Show every Tuesday from 6:30 to 7:30. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.